Okay, class, bago tayo magsimula, kumusta na kayo? Sana okay pa rin, class, ha? So, malapit na ang final board examination, kapit lang. Konting puyat na lang yan, makukuha na natin yan. So, basta, laban lang, class. Kung ano yung pagod, puyat, pawis, luha na pinagdadaanan mo ngayon, tandaan mo, dumadaan ka sa isang normal na proseso. Yung pagod, luha, pagod at pawis na pinagdadaanan mo, lahat yan plus pinagdaanan ng naging isang CPA. So, yung dinadaanan natin ngayon ay magiging kwento mo na lamang pagdating ng panahon. So, i-enjoy mo lang yung moment na yan kasi talagang yan ang normal na proseso. Okay, pangit naman kung natulog ka lang, nag-exam ka lang, CPA ka na. No? So, walang ganon. Dapat talaga pagdaanan mo yan. Pero sabi ko nga sa inyo, that will eventually part of your own story becoming a CPA. So, tuloy-tuloy lang. Huwag ka lang aatras. Sugod lang ng sugod, no? Tapos yung tamang pag-aaral, ha? Konsepto. Okay? Yung konsepto na yan, yan yung magpapasa sa atin sa board exam class. Okay? So, sige, magsimula na tayo. So, yung topic natin ngayon class is about property, plant, and equipment. Okay? Sige. Share natin yung concept map natin sa property, plant, and equipment. Ito yun. Okay? So, property, plant, and equipment, okay, that is under PAS 16. Okay? So, sa number 1 sa concept map natin, these are the characteristics of property, plant, and equipment. And the characteristics of property, plant, and equipment, 1, these are tangible assets. When we say tangible assets, nahahawakan yan. Merong physical substance. Number 2, these property, plant, and equipment are used in business. It may be used for the production or supply of goods or services, for rental purposes, o kaya naman for administrative purposes. And these are expected to be used for more than 1 year. To be recognized as property, plant, and equipment, it must satisfy these 2 requirements. 1, kailangan probable. Probable na ano? Probable that future economic benefits will flow back to the entity. And siyempre, it can be measured reliably. Okay? Let's now go to the measurement of property, plant, and equipment. The initial measurement of property, plant, and equipment, that should be at cost. Okay? Initial measurement, that should be at cost. And these are the elements of cost. Okay? Hinati ko yan sa tatlo. 1, the purchase price. Number 2, the directly attributable cost. At yung pangatlo, yung estimated cost. Okay? Pag-usapan natin isa-isa. Yung purchase price na yan, class, that should include import duties, non-recoverable or non-refundable taxes. Siyempre, ibawas mo dyan, class, yung mga trade discounts or rebates. Next, letter B, these are the directly attributable costs. These should include 1, employee benefits in the acquisition or construction of property, plant, and equipment, site preparation, delivery or handling cost, installation and assembly cost, professional fees, sama mo na rin yung testing cost. However, that testing cost must be netted against the revenues from samples. Ganito yan. Once the equipment, okay, were tested, pag tinest yan class, magproproduce yan ng produkto. Yung produkto yan ang tawag doon mga samples. And those samples can be sold. Okay? Pag binenta yun, siyempre, magge-generate yun ng revenue. So, yung revenue na yan, bawas mo yan sa testing cost. At yung pangatlo class, letter C, that is estimated cost. Okay? Estimated cost on dismantling, removing, and restoration cost. Ulitin ko, estimated cost on dismantling, removing, and restoration. Okay? So yan yung initial measurement ng ating property, plant, and equipment. Next, let's go to the subsequent measurement of PPE. In measuring the subsequent measurement of PPE, merong dalawang methods involved o kaya dalawang models. One, ang tawag dyan, cost model. So pag gumamit ka ng cost model, ang subsequent measurement, ang tawag dyan, carrying value. And carrying value can be computed using your cost minus the accumulated depreciation and accumulated impairment losses. Yung isang model naman, ang ginagamit mo dyan is the revaluation model. Okay? Ang tawag dyan sa subsequent measurement na yan, ang tawag sa subsequent measurement ng PPE mo, yan yung tinatawag na revalued carrying value. And that revalued carrying value, nagsisimula yan saan? Dun sa revalued amount. Ano yung revalued amount? That is the fair value at the revaluation date. Okay? So, yan yung revalued amount minus the accumulated depreciation and minus the accumulated impairment loss. Makukuha mo na yung revalued carrying value. Okay? Next. Number 5 talks about modes of acquisition. Okay? Madaming modes of acquisition ng property, plant, and equipment. Pwedeng cash basis, pwedeng utang on account, pwedeng installment basis. Kaya may installment basis meaning deferred ang payment. Pwede rin mag-issue ng shares o kaya equity securities, mag-issue ng bonds o kaya ng debt securities. Next, letter F, pwedeng exchange. No? Exchange, inano ko dyan, inalign ko yung trade-in. Yan. Exchange din kasi yan. Pwedeng dinonate, donation. Pwedeng galing sa government grants o kaya construction. Okay, these are the modes of acquisition. Pag-usapan natin isa-isa. So, 5.8 tayo. Yan, cash basis. Cash basis. Pag cash basis, ano yung cost niyan? Ang cost niyan class, yan yung cash paid plus the applicable elements of cost. Itong pinag-uusapan nating 3 elements of cost, ito yung tawag ko dyan. Yung elements na purchase price, directly attributable cost, and the estimated cost. So to determine the cost of under cash basis, kailangan mo dyan yung cash paid plus the applicable elements of cost. Okay? Ito yun. Yun ngayon yung cost mo sa cash basis. Nga lang, if several assets were purchased in lump sum, so kailangan ng allocation. And the basis on allocation, that should be on the relative fair values. Okay? That is 5.A. Let's go to 5.B. Inutang. Okay? Pag inutang, ano ba yung cost ng PPE natin? 1, okay, kailangan natin ng invoice price. Nag-usap tayo ng invoice price dati, di ba? Yung invoice price natin, sabi natin that should be net of any trade discounts or rebates. No? So, invoice price minus the discount. No? Yung discount na yan, whether taken or not taken, ibawas mo. Pag not taken, hayaan mo mag-suffer dun. Ibaon saan? Dun sa purchase discount loss, which is stated to be as other expense. No? Tapos, idagdag mo yung applicable elements ng cost. Yan ngayon ang cost natin kapag ang PPE ay inutang. Okay, ulitin ko. The cost of PPE, if PPE were acquired on account, this should include 1, invoice price minus discount. Discount should be deducted whether taken or not taken. Okay? Plus the applicable elements of cost. When I say applicable elements of cost, tumingin ka dito sa number 3. Okay? Yan yung mga applicable elements of cost. Next, puntahan natin yung installment, no? Pag sinabi natin installment, that is deferred payment. Deferred ang payment niyan, hindi kasi nababayaran ng buo. So, the difference between the cash price and the installment price, ang tawag mo dyan, interest. And that interest should be amortized over the credit period. Eh sir, ano yung cost ng PPE kapag installment basis? The cost of PPE under installment basis, that should be the cash price equivalent. Cash price equivalent plus the applicable elements of cost. Okay? Yan yung cost ng PPE. Paano sir kapag walang binigay ng cash price equivalent? Pag walang binigay ng cash price equivalent class, okay, ang cost natin, that should be the present value of all future cash flows. Present value of all future cash flows plus, syempre, nandyan pa yung applicable elements of cost na nandito sa item number 3. Okay? Paano naman kapag nag-issue ng shares? Pag nag-issue ng shares class, okay, meron tayong susundan hierarchy or order of priority. The measurement of PPE kapag ang mode of acquisition ay issuance of shares, ang cost niyan, ito, 1, fair value of the asset received. Okay? This should be in the order of priority. In the absence of the fair value of the asset received, pag-usapan natin yung letter B. Ano yan? Fair value of the share capital. Okay? Next, kapag wala pa rin yun, doon na tayo sa par value or the stated value of the share capital. Siyempre, hindi mawawala yung mga capitalizable costs or plus the applicable elements of cost na nasa concept map natin, item number 3. Paano sir kapag naman kinuha ang PPE by issuing debt securities or issuing bonds? No? Ganun ulit. Kailangan natin ng order ng priority. Order of priority. Ano yung una? Okay? Fair value of the bonds payable. Next, the fair value of the asset received. Next, face amount of the bonds payable. No? Face amount of the bonds payable. Plus the applicable elements of cost. Paano sir kapag exchange? Okay, palitan. No? Again, this should be measured in the order of priority. Ano yung una? Fair value of the asset given up. Fair value of the asset given plus cash payment minus cash received. Ito class, magkaibang tao to. Okay? Iba yung nagbigay ng cash at iba yung recipient ng cash. Halimbawa, ikaw yung nagbayad ng cash, your measurement should be the fair value of the asset given up plus cash payment. Kung ikaw naman yung tumanggap ng pera, PPE should be measured at the fair value of the asset given up minus cash received. Okay? Kapag wala ito, fair value of the asset given, punta ka sa pangalawa, fair value of the asset received. Pag wala pa rin yan, carrying value of the asset given plus cash payment minus cash received. Again, plus the applicable elements of cost. Okay? Ito, ginagawa mo lang to pag merong tinatawag na commercial substance. In the absence of commercial substance, ang measurement natin, nandito tayo. Carrying amount, sa letter C, carrying amount of the asset given plus cash payment minus cash received plus the applicable elements of cost. Okay? So, yan yung ating exchange. Paano naman sir kapag silent ang problem? As to meron bang commercial substance o walang commercial substance? If the problem is silent, that is assumed to be mayroong commercial substance. Okay? Next, to determine the gain or loss on exchange, you must use this concept. fair value of the asset given versus the carrying value of the asset given. Diyan mo makukuha kung magkano ang gain or loss. Okay? Paano sir kapag hindi binigay yung fair value of the asset given? Paano kung malalaman kung magkano ang gain or loss? You will use the assumed fair value of the asset given. Okay? Assume fair value of the asset given minus the carrying value of the asset given. Lalabas dyan yung gain or loss on exchange. Okay? That's letter F. Let's go to 5.G, trade-in. The trade-in class, again, PPE should be measured in the order of priority. Ano yun? Letter A natin, fair value of the asset given plus cash payment. Kung wala yan, nandyan papasok yung trade-in value. Trade-in value of the asset given plus the cash payment. Again, plus the applicable elements of cost. Okay? Ano yung trade-in value na yan? Yan din yung fair value of the asset received. Okay? Yan si 5.G. Paano naman kapag donation? Pag donation, okay? Ang cost niyan, 1, magkano ba yung fair value ng asset na na-receive natin minus any incidental expenses. Okay? Related to the donation. At yan yung cost natin. Again, plus the applicable elements of cost. Paano naman sir kapag government grants binigay ng gobyerno? That should be measured of the fair value of the asset received plus the applicable elements of cost. Okay? Sir, paano naman kapag kinonstruct? Okay? Pag kinonstruct yan, nandyan yung materials, labor at overhead mo plus the applicable elements of cost. Okay? Pag-uusapan natin yan plus pag nandun tayo sa self-constructed assets. Okay? Let's now go to concept number 6. Ano ba yung mga special issues dyan sa construction of PPE? Ito yan. 1, merong tinatawag na savings on construction. Yan din yung tawag sa internal profits. Ano yan? Halimbawa, nagpatayo ka ng building. The cost of the construction, okay, ay mas mababa kesa kung bibilhin mo, okay, kung bibilhin mo yung asset. Okay? So, ganyan. The cost of construction has a lesser amount versus the amount of the asset if purchased. Eh, di ba nakatipid ka? Ang tawag mo doon savings on construction. Yan din yung internal profits mo. Okay? Pero ano treatment dyan? Ignore lang class. Okay? Ignore savings and internal profits are ignored. Okay? Next, loss on construction. Siyempre, kung ang savings in-ignore natin, ganun din ang loss on construction. Okay? Kailan nangyayari dyan? The cost of the construction is greater than the amount of cost of construction is greater than the amount of the asset if purchased. Bakit hindi natin kinoconsider yung loss at internal profits na yan? Kasi class, hindi mo pwedeng i-compare ang kinonstruct sa binili. Okay? Etong kinonstruct mong yan, cost of construction, nagkaroon ka nga ng loss of construction, pero class, yung mga materials na ginamit mo dyan, eh sa tingin mo talagang napakapulido kaysa dun sa mga asset o kaya dun sa bibilhin mong building lang, no? Na hindi mo sigurado. Kaya yung savings and loss in construction, these are the items that are ignored in the computation of the cost of property, plant, and equipment o kaya yung construction, okay, cost of the building. Na? Next, yung mga abnormal amounts. Ano yung abnormal amounts? Yung mga nasayang, wasted materials, labor, and overhead. Na? These are considered as expenses. Nandyan din yung cost of the uninsured hazard or accidents. Okay? These are treated as outright expenses. Next, merong mga intervening operations. Ano yun? Mga incidental operations. Ano nga yun, sir? Halimbawa, no? Nagpapatayo ka ng building, no? Tapos, sir, nandito pa lang naman sa isang side eh. Ibig sabihin, may bakante pa oh. May bakante pa doon sa dapat tayuan. Sir, may piyesta sa amin. Anong ginawa? Anong ginawa mo? Ang ginawa ko, sir, ganito. Ginawa namin munang temporary parking lot para makapag-park yung mga nakikipiesta sa amin. Siyempre, pinagbayad namin, sir. So ano yan? These are intervening operations or incidental operations. No? Since kumita yung ginamit mong side na dapat pagtayuan ng building na hindi pa naman ginagalaw kasi nasa left side pa lang ang construction, let's say nasa right side, bakante pa, ginawa mong parking lot at kumita ka ng pera, ang tawag mo dyan, income from incidental operations. Nga lang, that income from incidental operations, hindi natin pag-uusapan yan as part, okay, to be considered in identifying the cause of PPE. Ano yan? Other income. So, nandun yan sa profit or loss natin. Treated as other income. Next, paano naman sir yung construction ng private driveways, walks, fences, parking lots, drainage, water systems. No? Kung part yan class ng blueprint, okay, if that is part of the blueprint, dun sa plano, di ba? Blueprint ng building, pagkasama talaga yan sa blueprint, meaning, the cost of these driveways, walks, fences, parking lots, drainage, water systems, that should be included as part of the cost of the building. Paano naman sir kung wala naman pala sa blueprint yan? Kung wala sa blueprint ito class, nagiging land improvements yan. Okay? And that land improvement should be amortized, okay, using the useful life. No? Useful life ng mga ito, driveways, walks, fences, parking lots, drainage, water systems, etc. Okay? Part ng blueprint, building. Hindi part ng blueprint, land improvements. Sir, yung mga fully depreciated property, ano yan? Okay? Yung mga fully depreciated property class na ginagamit mo pa, okay? Ine-encourage yan plus na i-disclose. Okay? At huwag tanggalin sa libro. Okay? Yan yung fully depreciated property. Next, number 8. No? Major spare parts, standby equipment, and servicing equipment. Okay, ano ang treatment dyan? If these major spare parts, standby equipment, servicing equipment are expected to be used for more than one period, thus that is considered as PPE. Otherwise, kung halimbawang hindi natin ine-expect na gagamitin yan for more than one period of time, that is treated to be as inventory. Na? Next, yung mga safety and environmental equipment, part yan plus ng property, plant, and equipment. Next, these are the costs that are expensed outright. No? Ibig sabihin, makita mo pa lang to, expense na yan. Ano yan? Cost na related to the opening of new facility. Ano pa? Cost related to the introduction of new products or services. Next, cost on conducting business in new location with new class of customers, including cost of staff training. Expense din kaagad yan. Ano pa? Yung mga administration and other general overhead cost, expense kaagad yan. Mabilis lang, ulitin natin. 1, the cost related to the opening of new facility, the cost of introducing new products or services. Next, cost on conducting business in new location, okay, with new sets of customers. At letter D, administration and other general overhead costs. Okay, let's now go to item or concept map part 2 na. Matanongin ka, magkano ang cost ng land? Ang cost ng land, ito yan. Hanggang letter M na. Ano yan? Purchase price 1, legal fees and other expenses for establishing clean title. Number 3, commission for escrow fees. Letter E, costs related to the relocation or reconstruction of property belonging to others. No? Kakambal kasi yan ng mga letter J. Di ba? Payment to tenants to vacate the premises. Yan yung letter J. Yung pinalayas mong yan, okay? Payment to tenants to vacate the premises. Pinalayas mo. No? Tapos may puso naman tayo. Ano yun? Hindi lang basta-basta pababayaan yung mga yan. Ano gagawin? Yan, no? Merong cost ng relocation or reconstruction of property belonging to others. No? That is item E. Let's go to item F. Yung mga binayarang mortgage or encumbrances. Okay? Plus the interest on that mortgage or encumbrances. Kasama na siyempre, yung tinatawag din liens. No? Pare-pareho lang naman yun. Mortgage, encumbrances, or liens plus the related interest of those. Next, unpaid taxes. Nga lang, that should be up to the date of acquisition. Unpaid taxes up to the date of acquisition. Next, cost of the registration and transfer of title. Okay. Next, letter H. No? Yung H natin, that is, okay. Letter H natin, excuse. Cost of, yun nga kanina, registration and transfer of title. Next, cost of survey. Letter J, payment to tenants to vacate the premises. Nga lang, pinalayas mo to. Bakit? To prepare the land for its intended use. Pero class, hindi mo pinalayas yan dahil, ito kasi yan, this should not be for the purpose of making room for building construction. Kasi kapag pinalayas mo yung tenants to vacate the premises at ang reason mo to make room for building construction, that payments to tenants to vacate the premises, magiging part yan ng new building mo. Okay? Cost ng new building. Ito class, pinalayas mo yung tenants to vacate the premises, pero hindi para magkaroon ng room for building construction. Ibig sabihin, iba ang purpose. Na? Para sa lupa na yan. Okay? Next, letter K, cost on permanent improvements. Yan, grading, leveling, land fill. Na? Next, option paid on the acquired land. No? Yan, option money paid on the acquired land. Dun sa option money na binayad mo for the land that hindi mo naman inacquire, that is outright expense. Okay. Ano naman yung earnest money? Yung earnest money plus meaning down payment na yun. Part of the down payment. Part of the payment of the land. No? That is capitalizable. Next, special assessments. Special assessments, capitalizable din. Yung mga pinagawa ng gobyerno na nagkaroon ng added value sa cost ng land. Special assessments that should be included as part of the land. Let's go to item 2. Yung mga land improvements. Ano yung land improvements? Pinag-usapan natin kanina yan. Balik kita. Okay? Naalala mo yung driveways, walks, fences, parking lots, drainage, water systems. Ito yun, yung mga hindi kasama sa blueprint. Saan mapupunta? Land improvements. Ito na yun. Yung land improvements na yan, i-classify again. 1, depreciable ba? Pag depreciable, totoo, dapat yan nasa land improvements yan. And that should be depreciated using or over useful life. Paano sir pag non-depreciable? Pag non-depreciable, sama mo yan as part of the land. Okay? Saan yun? Ito yung class. permanent improvements. Yan, hindi yan depreciable eh. Grading, leveling, landfill. So, part yan ng cost ng land. Okay? Let's go now to the special issues, number 3. Letter A. Ito yung mga land, no? Sold in the ordinary course of business. Hindi yan PPE. Ano yan? Inventory yan. Yung mga land held for sale under PFRS 5, ano classification yan? Non-current assets held for sale. Yung mga land held for long-term capital appreciation, that is under investment property. Ano pa? Land held with undetermined future use, investment property din yan. Okay? Land, okay? Land daw na magiging site ng building, pero yung building class, okay, for future use as investment property na. Pag gano'n ang purpose class, investment property din yan. Okay? Land, okay, that is being used or intended to be used for future use na site for building. However, that building, ang intention din ay isang investment property, meaning, itong pinag-uusapan natin sa letter E, mapupunta lahat yan sa investment property. Next, land leased out under operating lease, that is also investment property. So, lahat ng mga ito class, A to E, A to F, I mean, hindi lahat yan kasama sa property, plant, and equipment classification. Next, cost of building. Okay? Yung building kasi pwedeng binili mo o pwedeng kinonstruct mo. Okay? Meron na tayong pinag-usapan kanina doon, no? Pero nandito kasi yung kumpletong mga detalye. So, kapag binili mo yan, ano yung cost, no? Cost ng building na yan. Siyempre, nandyan si purchase price. Nandyan yung mga legal fees and other necessary costs. Unpaid taxes up to the date of acquisition. Mortgage liens or encumbrances plus interest. Payments to tenants to vacate the premises. No? Payment to tenants to vacate the premises. Binili mo yung building. May mga tao. Ayaw lumabas. Ayaw umalis. So, binayaran mo para umalis na. Part yan ng cost ng building mo. Next. Okay. Okay. Tuloy natin. Excuse. Ano yan? Letter, ano na ba tayo? Letter F, no? Cost in getting the building for its intended use, okay, prior to occupancy. Cost incurred in getting the building for its intended use prior to occupancy. Yan yung remodeling, renovation, and repairs. No? Part yan ng cost ng building. Nga lang kapag na-occupy na, after occupancy, lahat ng ito, remodeling, renovation, repairs, expense na yan. Paano kapag kinonstruct? Pag kinonstruct, ito yung mga items to be capitalized. Siyempre, materials, labor, and overhead mo sa pag-produce yan, sa pag-construct yan, I mean. Next, building permits and licenses, architectural and supervision cost, excavation cost, no? Excavation cost class, baka malito ka sa ibang libro kasi ang classification nila dyan, land, hindi class. Okay? Kasi nagtatayo ka ng building dito, kaya ka naghuhukay para magtayo ng building. So that excavation cost is part of building. Next, insurance and safety inspection cost, part ng building. Next, letter F, cost of temporary structures built during construction. Yung mga pansamantalang bahay ng mga materyales, o kaya bahay ng mga tauhan mo na nandun sa lugar kung saan nagkakaroon ng construction, those are capitalizable or included as part of PPE. Next, syempre, yung pinag-usapan natin dati, letter G, ano yan? Capitalizable borrowing cost. That is item 4. Let's go now to item 5, special issues. Paulit-ulit. Ito naman class, ito yung mga sidewalks, pavements, parking lots, no? Driveways, hindi kasama sa blueprint, building. Kasama sa blueprint, land improvements to be depreciated over the remaining useful life. Na? So, ulit-ulit tong konseptong to, pero okay lang. Next, yung mga building fixtures. Ano yun sir? Yung mga fixtures na nasa building. Ganun yan eh. Paano sir kapag immovable? Okay? Naka-fix, ibig sabihin. Part yan ng building. Paano sir pag movable? Dun na yan sa furniture and fixtures na. Okay? And furnitures and fixtures should be depreciated using useful life. Next, letter C, 5.6. The ventilating system, lighting system, tsaka elevator. Kailan ba yan ginawa? Okay? If these three were installed during construction sa building yan. Paano kapag ginawa yan? No? Pag ginawa yan, okay? If installed during construction, building, syempre, kapag tapos na yung construction, pag ginawa yung ventilating system, lighting system, elevator, building improvements na yun. That building improvement should be depreciated using the useful life or the remaining useful life of the building, whichever is shorter. Siyempre naman na. Kasi nandun yung mga ventilating system, lighting system, elevator. Siyempre, hindi pwedeng mas mataas yan sa remaining useful life ng building. Okay? Patay na yung building. Okay? Then, nasa libro mo pa. Hindi naman dapat ka. Okay? So, the building improvement should be depreciated using useful life. The lower between the remaining useful life of the asset of this ventilating system, lighting system, or elevator versus the remaining useful life of the building, whichever is shorter. Next, paano kapag ang land and building binili at a single cost? Siyempre, ina-allocate yan. What is the basis? Relative fair values of the land and building. Paano sir kapag ang building unusable? Pag unusable yung class, that single cost should be allocated to land only. Next, letter E, the net demolition cost. Ano yung net demolition cost? That is the demolition cost minus the corresponding salvage value. Okay? Ano accounting treatment dyan? If the demolition was made to make room for the new building, that demolition cost, that is an additional amount or a capitalizable amount for the new building. Okay? So, paano naman kapag dinemolish, no? Okay, yung property na nasa lupa, pero not to make, ito yung purpose, letter B, no? Yung naka-X, not to make room for new building, kanino yan? Kay land yan. Okay? Tapos, if the old building is unusable, ano yung pakinabang, no? Talagang i-demolish na. Okay? That is a capitalizable cost of the land. Next, let's go to item 6. Last na to class, no? Machinery. Machinery, ang cost ng machinery, that is purchase price and other necessary costs, freight handling and insurance while in transit, assembling and installation costs, testing, no? Testing, importante yan, no? Testing and trial runs. Okay, next, cost related to the special platform or foundation. Okay, next, letter F, the estimated dismantling and restoration cost. Okay, ano pa yung last natin? Special issues, no? Letter A, costs related to the, ayun, nirelocate, no? Relocating the machine after installation expense na yun. Kasi class, nung nilagay yan sa pwesto niya, that is the intention of the management kung saan nakalagay yung PPE na yan. Nga lang, after na-install, okay, biglang binago. Okay? Ang sabi, i-relocate. Pwede naman. Nga lang, the cost of relocation of the machine after installation, that should be considered as expense. Next, letter B, yung cost related to the training personnel, okay, who will operate the machine, expense din yung kaagad class. Next, the cost of dismantling and removing old equipment prior to installation of new machine, expense. Okay? Ingat ka dyan sa mga special issues natin, no? Kasi minsan dyan talaga nagkakamali. Okay? Sige, that is the concept map of property, plant, and equipment. I-post ko na lang ito dyan sa Google Drive ninyo. Okay? So, yan yung concept ng PPE. By next video, siguro pag-usapan natin yun. Tingnan natin kung ano yung mauna dun sa mga ni-request mo magkaroon na lang ng video. Okay, na ganito. Kasi napaka-simple yung discussion. Tutukan natin yung mga medyo mahihirap na discussion dun sa synchronous na meeting natin. Okay? So, yan muna si PPE. Abangan niyo yung next recordings. Thank you.